Like for me, I can't just have sex with someone for the sake of like, oh, he looks cute, I'm gonna have sex with him. Like I'm very mental, and a lot of women are, not all. Example, the ones that be on the gram showing everything, but for me, it's very mental. I gotta have a certain connection with you because I'm not gonna enjoy it.
Okay.
So we gotta have a conversation. You gotta make me laugh. You have to be intelligent. You have to have some type of integrity. Like we have to have something in common, right? Like you don't necessarily like culturally. And when I say culturally, I'm from the Bronx. I listen to hip hop. Like those are my roots. So I gotta be able to like talk to you about this new like Little Dirk song that just came out. You know what I mean? Like I have to be able to like have a conversation with you and have commonalities and like for me, that's what I have to connect with you. That's what gets me going.
Okay.
So, and then after that, definitely a little meal. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But for me, it's like more intricate than just the courting and just the looking good. This new age of dating, like men don't really, they try to like cut corners. It's insane.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
insane. They try to cut corners. It's like, what, why? What happens? Does anyone know what happens?
I feel like, because I just saw a whole piece on it today, where this guy basically says his date became upset because at the end of the date, he wanted her to go 50-50, even though he's the one that asked her on the date.
Wait, he asked her to go on a date.
Yeah.
And wanted her to split the bill.
Right. So asked her to split the bill. This went viral. He got a lot of backlash, right? So then he did a second video. He says, I feel that women are not the prize anymore. Women are not women anymore. So I don't feel like as women are not the prize, women aren't behaving like women. I'm not going to behave like a gentleman. So I feel
No,
like
a man should always behave like
they
a gentleman.
should, but I feel like a lot of men, especially in the era of the gender wars and all that happened, I think a lot of dudes came out of that feeling resentful. And so they're like, I'm not going to put in that effort that I had to.
Nah.
I'm telling you.
No, I know, but I'm just saying
what's
for our
happening.
audience,
You
I don't
might
give.
say
No. A man
that's what's
always
happening.
has to be a gentleman.
No, I think
Let me,
so too.
because you know why? You got a mother, you got a grandmother, you probably got sisters and all that.
You hope.
Nah, women do. Women could run your patience,
I
but you
see both
still
sides.
gotta be a gentleman.
I'm just
I
telling
don't
you,
agree with
The
that.
I see both
narrative
sides.
that they're having is like, they're like, I don't feel like I should have to do that because the quality of women that you think are out there aren't out there. And both are saying the dating pool is just gross.
No, it is. I was in a relationship for 15 years, right? So it's like the last time I was single, we were
You never
still using
cheated. I remember we
flip
talked
fire.
about
Yeah,
this. You
no
said you
cheat.
never
no,
cheated.
no.
You ever wanted to cheat?
No, that's one thing about me. When I'm locked in with someone, no one else exists.
Did y'all ever bring anybody in for fun?
No. I'm too jealous for that. I'll smack the shit out that.
You serious?
Yeah, that's mine. That's mine. Once it's mine, it's
15
mine. I'm
years.
not sharing. I'll share a meal, but I'm not sharing my man. That's mine. But no, I mean, listen, once I'm locked in with someone, I'm locked in. And I don't see any, like, it could be whoever it is, and it's like they're still not as good as what I got. Like, that's just how I am. That's how I've always been.
Okay.
But the last time I was single, we had flip phones. So this new generation, what's going on, like, it was a culture shock.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, yo, what the fuck? Can I curse here?
Yeah, all day.
What the fuck is this? Like, I had my head on swivel. I felt like I was
Is
getting
it that
lined up.
crazy?
That's what everybody's saying.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. So honestly, like, people may think I have like a roster. I really don't, because I don't have enough patience for that shit.
So the bar has completely dropped.
Not for me, because I
No,
still
I
have
mean,
a
in the
certain
streets, I'm
quality.
talking
but
about.
yes. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, and listen, and I'm in a situation. I'm not a situation, but I'm around people that are about something, right? Like,
Yeah.
I can only imagine. Like, it's just like these men just don't believe in taking someone out to dinner.
Right.
And it's not even like, listen, unfortunately, I think the females have ruined it. Other females,
Badly.
for females like me.
The disrespect was out of control.
The disrespect
was out of control.
It got out of control. But then I also think that these females have seen a lot of disrespect along the years.
No. I think that you know how,
Which doesn't make it right. I'm just
you
saying.
know, and I don't want to use. Let me not use that example because it's bad. But you know how something could happen, but they tell you don't react to it. That I think was what men were doing from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
What you mean?
Meaning that she, like, all right, when I was young, this was very common and still, which is crazy. It's still common today, but not as common. Most of the girls who went on dates had a dude waiting for them after the date. It was very common. Like she would be like,
Was it
that'll give me anxiety. That's
very
just too
common?
much.
no,
to do.
no. Like she'll be like, yo, I'm gonna go eat. I'll link up with you at 11:30 when this nigga drops me off.
oh my God. It's
That
so-
was regular,
Yeah.
right? What I'm just saying is like it was so normal, and he's taking the L. That's why that thing, Tyrone and all of that came about. Like girls want this because what happens is like the abuse kind of was over being exaggerated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
and
can
it
see
was
how that
like, oh, okay, I'm a court you. Think about this.
No,
I'm gonna court you as a gentleman. I'm gonna wine and dine you as a gentleman. I'm gonna marry you. We're gonna have children. When you tired and you bored of me, you're gonna divorce me. When you divorce me, you're taking half of what I got, and I gotta pay all of this. And you're gonna break me in pieces. And you remember the movies? You never seen a woman distress during the movies in the 90s, 2000s. You never seen a woman in distress when she got divorced.
Nope.
It's always a man, right?
Not true.
It's
Waiting
always
to
a man. I'm talking about in the
Besides
movies.
that- no, that wasn't the movie.
Which one?
Waiting to exhale when he left.
She
her.
won. She took half the company.
Look what she had to go through.
It doesn't matter, but she took half the company. She took half the company.
But she also worked there and she helped build a company.
No, I'm not.
That's
I'm not
different.
saying she don't deserve it. But what I'm saying is like
didn't initiate
every
that is
single
different.
movie you see was the man in distress. He lost everything. Like you see a movie, yo, what happened? You know, I got divorced, and he's always
That's true.
oh, I always got divorced. So all of this, man, they're getting broken in half. And guess what you could do? Nothing. Guess what you could say? Nothing. Because you're gonna go against a whole movement. Then little by little, it was like an awakening happening. Dudes was like, wait a minute. Somebody's like, wait, I'm doing all of this for a woman who doesn't really qualify for all that I'm doing.
But that's the woman you chose.
But
That's the woman you chose.
that's
Speak
the
on
one.
it.
That's your problem.
Speak
You
on it.
chose that woman.
That's
You
the
didn't want to go for the woman who worked and was willing to go 50-50 on the bills. You decided to
on
go
it.
for the bitch that had all this plastic surgery laid up and expect you to do everything for her.
You know, you would think it's those, right? But that's not the ones. You know who it is? It's the ones that are very nice. They're 7s and 8s, beautiful women. But once they get bored, they're ready to be out.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna disagree with you on that. I don't think so. And if you have to take accountability. Men do have to take some account. I'm not saying that women didn't behave badly and that women aren't behaving badly, but I think that men also have to take accountability. Like both of our behaviors end up affecting
Yes,
each other.
I agree.
I think
agree.
power corrupts. Absolutely, absolute power corrupts. Absolutely, right? A woman gets hit on all the time, right? Everywhere you go, men are always hitting on you, right? So you have not an inflated value, a true value. I look, and I'm not simping and saying no. The right woman is worth pursuing. The right woman is worth, getting your shit together for. The right woman is,
Right.
all of that stuff. But just like the right woman is worth is that, there's also a market. Now the market has changed. The market was the right car will get you everywhere you need to go. The right car with the right radio, navigation system, everything will get you everything.
Right.
But now there's this thing called the market. Where those cars that were luxury, they were such a luxury 20 years ago, they're standard now.
Accessibility, like
They're
I said.
so standard that you don't need this. Like let's say back in the day, you had to spend, like, say, 90 grand on a car for it to be something. Today, the truth is, you can spend half of that. And the car, you seen these new Fords?
can you tell me
They're nicer than some of the Mercedes.
How does that
right?
translate to the dating market?
So what I'm saying is, like, you kind of cut Bianca off on this, and I want to go there. She is a strategist. So she sees shit for what it is. You see how we talked about the duel? They covered it in fine linen. But you saw through that, right? You know what it is. Pussy don't cost that much no more. The price of box have gone down so much. Yo, the stock has dropped so bad that no one is talking about this. Yo, I was watching this dude named Cooley. He came on the show. He has a podcast. Big shout out to you, Cooley. He has a podcast called No Fugazi. He always is Cooley, cool cat, all these joints on his podcast. So he's talking to these girls, and I think he asked one of the girls something like, how much you need for a dude, to hit, take care of you. Not hit, but they talking, Yo, shorty was like, yo, if I can get like $200-300, I'm good. $200-300. That means she's $200-300. So I'm saying that to say women have like, I remember when you got a joint and you were spending money. This is like when, street stuff, like when people were spending money, yo, you was dropping thousands on her, taking care of her. Her friend took you, and instead of thousands, it became hundreds. Now, if a girl could find a guy in 2024 to spend a couple stacks on her, she's winning.
Didn't the quality decrease though?
No, same quality. Same quality. There's no market. The market has changed.
It's more than money, though. I mean, granted, yes, you want to be, taken out and courted or whatever, but it's more. That's the problem. Everything has a dollar bill on it. Like, it's more than monetary.
Oh.
It's about like quality. That's the problem. And I'm just.
Go. I want you to go,
like,
but
you could spend thousands of dollars on me. I don't give a fuck about that. It's do you listen to me when I talk to you about my career? Do you give me input?
from your from as a woman, that's your perspective, right? But think about these guys in the streets. You got women who are telling you straight up, I got 30 bodies, so what? That's none of your business. My body count shouldn't matter.
30 bodies nowadays is nothing.
Exactly.
These girls
say that one more time.
30 is nothing, apparently.
Okay.
Because these girls are in what? Hundreds?
Okay, so let me ask you a question, Bianca. Real shit.
No, this is
Do
what they
you have kids?
No.
Okay. If you had a son and he was at dating age, he's like, Mom, why you tripping, Mom? I'm gonna buy a house with her. And then but son, she got like 85 bodies. 85 men been through that.
What's the age?
She's 30.
Gotta calculate that.
Talk to your son now. What would you tell him?
If she's 30 and she's had 25, I don't think that's that bad.
But hold on.
Because
Let her go. Let her
no,
go.
because if you got to do the math, like, so it's 3 people a year since she lost. Like, that's still not that bad. There's girls out here that have one new every week. So I think you have to do the math. I think people just hear a number and they're like, oh, that's a lot. Like, no, how old is she? Is she 30? Is she 40? Is she at 25 and she's 19? Yeah, that might be a little bit of an issue. Different. Life experience counts.
Okay, so I'm agreeing with you, by the way. But if she has 30 bodies at 30, it's cool. I don't judge her. I actually, 30 bodies at 30, I'm just saying, she probably started having sex maybe at 16. For 14 years, this happened,
If she has 3 people. I mean, but then also it's like the quality of woman too.
Right.
Like, is she helping with bills? Does she have a job? Like, can she read? Will she teach her kids to read? No, come on.
Nobody
but
talks about that.
No, but
No
I'm
one
just
talks about that.
Hold on.
It's different if you're buying a house and she has no career.
Can't just be that. Okay, this is.
I just want-
Hold on, Alan. This can't be the whole conversation, right? Just like you said, it's completely become about money, right? And the other thing is the whole body count conversation. I get it. I understand where you're coming from, but nobody talks about the character of the person, right? Just because somebody has 2 bodies, they could be the shittiest person in the world and will destroy your life. And then you could have somebody that might have made bad decisions, right? But they grew up and then they learned who they were and then they gained insight. Like the ideology that she got 30 bodies, she got 40 bodies, she's for the streets, and that's all you talk about, is like you're not even really peeling back any layers.
Okay.
What about the character of the person?
Okay.
The qualities.
So when, because I have something. So when you're single, if you and I are cool, and I say, oh, I got this guy. His name is George. He's a good guy, great character, respectable, everything. I want you to meet him, to date him, right? And then Marie go, no, he's broke. Do you want to find out anything else?
I mean, define broke though. Like,
Broke.
Like, what's
does he have a job?
Here and there, he works.
Here and there. Now, see, I'm gonna have a problem with that because I bust my ass. I work really hard, so I want somebody with ambition. I'm not saying he has to be rich.
Okay.
How do you
Have a
compare
steady.
the two?
So
I'm wrong for wanting someone with a steady job.
I'm wrong for somebody who didn't sleep with 30 men.
He can't even take care of himself. What he gonna like?
So what I'm saying is this, right?
But you're talking about someone who's 30 years old. She may have slept with 3 people a year.
Okay.
3 a year.
Hey, this guy can't hold. He gets 3 jobs a year. He just can't hold them.
Yo, that's
Why?
why-
But that is a character trait.
And
No.
So body count is not a character trait?
It depends. 30,
It
30
does.
versus 90.
It's not a character trait?
No, it's not. She's going on a date, and listen, I'm not saying I got 30, okay?
depends.
I'm just, you know what I mean?
I love because you're in a
No,
relationship
I'm
15 years.
selective. You know what I'm saying? But my point is but nonetheless, we're talking about a girl who works hard. She goes on a date, seeing this guy for about a month or two, sleeps with him. He ends up being a jerk.
3 months again, she does it again.
Yeah.
3 months after that, she does it again.
Maybe
3
even
months
4.
after that, she does it again.
We're talking. I said 3 a year.
Yeah.
3 a year. You're going to 4.
3 a year. Okay.
You're going to 4.
Three
a year.
So if it's 3 a year,
3 a
what
year
is that?
Let's just say one
So
person
every
every
4
months.
months. So she catch a body every 4 months. You still ain't wake up.
Dude, all
But
I'm
that's
saying
called
is feel the
experiencing
layers.
life.
3 bodies a year for 10 years. You can't get.
You still believe in dueling, huh? Because you're from the Stone Ages. Like,
No. Here's what I'm trying
and
to
again,
say.
I'm not saying I do that, but I'm just I'm being, you know,
It's
But-
different for everybody.
For-
three men a year is not bad.
Bro. All right. So now.
So men, but men can sleep
now.
but men can sleep with 15 women a year.
All right,
That's okay.
so now this is what I gotta say, and
You
this
know
is
that
really
old
what I'm gonna try to say. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say like this. As a man, from a man's perspective, I'm gonna say this. I'm all right, cool. If I'm single, if I was single right now, and I was in the dating market, right? And you tell me, you're like, Alan, you single now. I'm like, yeah. You're like, yo, listen, this is what's going on out here in these streets. This is how it goes. Most of these girls, they catch a body every 4 months. This. You giving me the rundown. What you're really giving me, you're telling me what the market is. So I'm gonna do an analysis of what the market is.
Okay.
And if I'm an investor in time, an investor in courting, I'm going to not invest in bad stock or
A woman having three bodies a
but
year
listen
is
to it.
bad
No.
stock?
Listen to what I'm trying to say. Just listen to what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that the way I'm gonna go about it is like this. And tell me if you disagree. I'm not gonna pay $5,000 for something that has a market value of $500.
What do you? Where's the $5,000
but listen,
coming
but
from?
listen
You're
to
paying
what I'm
all
saying.
her bills and she's
no,
not working?
paying. I'm not talking about her physical money.
Okay.
What I'm saying is like back in the day, it was a bigger investment made into women.
Mm-hmm.
Men have just fallen back. They're just cutting down on how they invest in them because the investment hasn't been yielding a great return. So what
Based on the women they select.
based on most of the women. So what they're doing now,
The women they select.
I
Not
agree
most
with that.
women, the women they select.
And the women they're attracted to.
I'll give you an example. If a man today compared to a man 20 years ago was going on a date, a man will work overtime so he has extra money for that date. A man he'll go above and beyond to prepare for the date. That same man today, they're like, yo, you want to work overtime today? He's like, nah, man, y'all just take a foot. He's like, these girls ain't even worth it. It's not him. He wants that. He's just like, yo, damn, these girls ain't even worth it.
Like wires seem to be crossed because here's the thing. My girlfriends are saying, the ones who are single, like the men out, this is what I'm saying. There's a miscommunication or a problem because you can't have women on one end saying men ain't ish and then men on the other saying women ain't ish. Do you see what I'm saying? Like there's a wire being crossed here. You tell me both. You saying it's not men. He'll work hard if it's there. But women are saying exactly what you're saying, that men aren't even, it's not even about just taking somebody out to dinner anymore. You don't even know how to have a conversation. You don't even know how to engage. Your manner is brute. Do you see what I'm saying? You don't even know how to be, forget being a man. You don't even know how to be a human anymore.
Have a conversation.
Like we can't be human to human at this point.
How about this, Bianca?
Take gender out of it for a
Yeah.
second.
So how about this, Bianca? I have a question for you, right?
Yes.
From your perspective, do you think that when you on a date, do you think you ever make a man feel that he's enough when he's out with you?
I do. I'm good at that. Never stop. No. You know, I got a little game. No. I mean, yeah, I think I do because, you know, we'll have a conversation, we engage. I'm not like looking at other men walking by. Like that's not
Right.
who I am. So yeah, we're making eye contact. I'm gonna make you laugh because I'm hilarious. You know what I mean? Like I'm giving you intellect as well.
Damn, it's
Like
gonna be lit. That's a third shot, fellas.
I'm just saying, like I can hold a conversation. We could talk about something funny, something serious, world events. Like, yeah, like I am making him
Because
feel
I'm
like,
thinking about what Maria's saying. I'm thinking like from a guy's perspective, maybe women have gotten to the point. Maybe that's why that whole 6 feet, 6 figures, and all of that.
Yeah.
I think maybe women have gotten to a point where they are starting to make men feel like they're not enough.
that I agree. Because
You
for me,
know?
I mean, you could be 5'10", only because I'm tall. I'm not 5 feet. I'm 5'5". Sometimes I wear heels. Sometimes I wear dunks. But when I wear heels, I want to be able to have a little height. So I'm gonna give you 5'10".
So if a
Maybe
guy's
even 5'9" if he's dope.
5'9",
If he's dope,
right?
5'9".
If he's 5'9", he's gonna be like, I'm not enough. Now,
if he's funny, might be.
yeah, but
funny is
it's a constant performance. Do you see what I'm saying to you?
But
That-
it's also your type though. It's also your type. Like again, women have done that. I'm not gonna lie. Women have done that. They have been like, he had to be 6 feet. He has to have 6
Yeah.
feet. Like he has to have this car. I'm not gonna lie. Women have done that, and it has probably.
That's probably
spoiled
what
men's
started the whole
mentality.
thing.
Yeah, I agree.
I
with
think
that.
that's
agree,
what
it's harmful.
started the whole thing because
agree with that.
I feel like everything was cool,
Yeah.
and I think that the tipping point. If we look, we're breaking grounds here, right? This is true. If we want to talk about the tipping point where the gender wars probably did really start and went out of control, is when women started to make men feel too inadequate.
That I can agree.
That's when they took it too far. You know, because
But did that come after men did that to women? Did that come after a generation that saw their moms being mistreated or their aunts being mistreated by men, being cheated on, and
they were like,
having
they're
to
not
be single
settling?
mothers? And did that come after
No,
that?
because-
Did that come after a generation of women being constantly cheated on? And they're like, you know what? The next time I do this, that saying, right? Crying a phantom or
Yeah,
a Nissan,
but-
like, did that come after a generation of that?